you ever feel like sometimes just something's missing? Or like you are kind of, you just want to do more? Or you just feel like your life is like this, but you want it to be like this? I am here to give you some advice today, and I'm not a pro. But I probably had to teach myself a couple of things, and I just feel like my advice will help someone, and this video will resonate with at least one person, if only just one person. That is better than none. So that is important to me, and that is today's goal. So today I'm going to be telling you guys 5 things that really helped me be who I am today. And I'm not better than anybody. No. But I love my life. I enjoy my life. I cannot complain. So I just want to tell you, and this has nothing to do with money or anything like that, guys. But I just want to tell you where to start, give you advice where to start. If you don't know where to start, or if you ever felt like something was missing, I can help you find, maybe help you find what you felt like was missing. So again, these are 5 things that helped me in my 20s, before I got in my 20s, to be who I want to be in my 20s, so I don't regret my 20s. Cool. So number 1, can we start putting God first? If you don't put God first and you clicked on this video, all I can say is, if you don't and you start to, you're going to wish you'd been started earlier. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong for not putting God first if you're not Christian, if you're not on your walk with Christ. But I do want to tell you, there's just like this click when you start hanging out with God. You wouldn't want to hang with anybody else. Like, I don't want to sugarcoat it. Putting God first has changed my life in ways that words cannot explain. Literally, words they can't explain. So I don't even try to say it. I just try to let people know to please put Him first. So I was recently baptized in February. I don't know if that's recent anymore. It's June, a little bit recent. I got baptized. And then after that, literally the things I used to think about, my brain, what I used to do, like, He just like touched my whole entire soul. It changed my whole entire life. And this was His plan from the beginning. If you leave this video today and you feel like you want to get baptized and join the body of Christ, that is not because Myla gave the advice to. That was God's plan all along. I had a meeting with my pastor now, but it was only my husband's pastor at the time, the pastor that he grew up with. And I had a meeting with him because I'm new to town, my husband's hometown, the church that he grew up in. I'm new there. And he's talking to me. He's like, I really want to, get to know you, and, let's have a heart to heart. Let's figure each other out. So we talked one day, that same exact day I was getting baptized. I didn't think I was going to get baptized. And I never knew I had to get baptized. I never knew I had to get baptized, but I got baptized, and it's just like, let me explain baptism to you. Okay? Let me explain baptism to you and why it is actually very, 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 very important. Let me use my phone as an example. Say this is a pool of water. Say this is the whole ocean. Say this is the whole ocean. Or do you see these sparkles on my phone? You can't count the sparkles. You see how they all look like one? They look like they just go together. The sparkles are God. The sparkles is the body of Christ. You become one of these sparkles, and it's just like, y'all go together. And there is no separating that, like a huge body of water. a droplet in that water, you'll never be able to take out that water. That same exact droplet that was dropped in. You don't know. You wouldn't know how to find that first of all. But like on a serious note, it's now one. The water in my water bottle from the ocean, if I pour my water bottle in the ocean, it's one. I really hope I explained that right. But putting God first, all I can say is thank me later once you do it. Okay? But I could talk about God all day. I'm gonna try to get to number 2. I could talk about him all day. He is literally in me. The words coming out my mouth are him. I feel like I can't sum it up talking about God. He is literally everything. Okay. Number 2. And if you got TikTok on your phone, this might be hard. This really might be hard. Taking care of your health. Number 2 is taking care of your health. I scroll every day and I struggle. Because yes, I put God first, but I still do have my screen time. But listen, them carne asadas, I had them once and I wanted to have them again. If I almost got addicted to those. So then I saw them on the road. Then they started making other things with that Takis seasoning. I want that every day. I want that every day. I have to skip past those videos. Food videos, candy, Chipotle. I don't even want that. But it's just big bag. You don't get you can't be healthy on TikTok. It be hard. I struggle every day on that app. The new cookie thing that Chili's came out with. I'm not gonna lie, I did have it one time. And it actually wasn't that good. So now I don't care to have it again. And I'm okay that I don't want any sweets, but it's really, 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 really hard for me to not want like ice cream and stuff like that because of the stuff that I see. But putting my health first because I don't want to, first of all, I'm a mom. If my son ever needs me to do anything, if I ever have to pick up my son and run or protect my son, I don't want to ever not have the mobility to do it. So if I don't want to be skinny for myself, I'm gonna be skinny for my son. Your eating habits, you're not just gonna grow up and think like, oh, because I'm older now, I have to have better eating habits. No, your eating habits is a habit. It's a habit of yours. If it's like a not good eating habit, it's a bad habit of yours. And to overcome that bad habit, because it's like an addiction, you have to find a way to get off of that. It doesn't just happen overnight. So the way that you find it would to be to just start eating healthy one day. I try to be halfway. Maybe some people can, do this and that at the same time. I can't do sweets, and I completely stop eating candy. Anytime if I have some candy, it is 0 sugar. And I'm thinking of one type of candy, those Jolly Ranchers. They have 0 sugar Jolly Ranchers. Cavities is not a joke. If you don't really care about if it's not a body thing for you, your teeth. You have to take care of your teeth. But I cannot really explain how important it is to take care of your body. You get one body and your body is a temple. God tells you that all the time. Your body is a temple and he wants you to eat healthy foods. Like, you know how you put out fruits? An unhealthy tree cannot put out any good fruit. So you take care of your tree so your branches can grow healthy apples. To sum up number 2, it will take care of your skin, your BO, your breath, your teeth. Like eating healthy is just healthy. Number 3, it is so cool and important to teach yourself. No one can ever, no one can take away your education. You can never have your education taken away from you. No. No, any skill that you learn is your skill forever. Is your skill. I'm teaching myself the Bible, for example. No one can ever tell me anything outside of the Bible and say that God said that. No, he didn't. Because I read the Bible. You can't play with me. Math. No one can ever play in your face when it comes to your money because you know money. They can't play with you. Reading these big girl words, people ain't ever going to play with you or treat you like you're stupid when you know some words. When you're intellectual. No, that's actually something that I need to teach myself. Some bigger words. Like a word that just means something already without me having to try to explain it. Because I said what I said. Because if you don't understand once I'm using this big girl word, you feel me? Like you just level up for real. You really level up when you got some education. Now, I didn't go to college. See what I'm thinking, girl? You stupid. But no, like on a serious note, I just bought a computer. Here's my computer. Because I'm teaching myself how to edit. Like something small like that. Just teach yourself a skill. Pottery, crocheting. I got a friend that's crocheting me a purse. What? I got a friend that's crocheting me a purse. I got a friend that could do my hair. No $300 spent. I got a friend that could do it. I don't have to worry about paying somebody to do my nails. I can do my own nails. You know? It's just like when you got it, you got it. And when you on your own, you could do it. Like, you literally could do it. Like, hearing someone say that they did something so cool, it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be like hard, something like overly difficult. But if it's something you know, like if it's something you know, everybody cannot do nails. And when you know how to do nails, it's really pretty simple and like, you know, you feel like it's just right there in your face, but it's not. It's not. It's easy to us. Some people have no clue what they're doing. So they come to you because you know what you're doing, even though it seemed easy to you. And since that was easy to you, keep teaching yourself other things. Just learn stuff. I got a friend, she doing her own hair. She do her own nails. She be doing her own makeup. Her own makeup. Like, okay, as a girl, trust me, I get it. I get it. It's actually very hard. And before you learn how to do it, it seems very complex. But once you learn how to get it, it's not. It's not. And then say you learn it, there's still other people upcoming and they don't know how to do it. You can teach someone. To be a teacher, to be a teacher. Not to be like a Mrs. Teacher, like, hey, you know, welcome to my class type teacher. You teach something. You are a teacher. Like a preacher preaches something, he's a preacher. If you could teach someone something, that it's just a skill. It's like just having skills, knowing how to cook. You want a man or you don't? You want your bills paid for or you don't? You do? Okay. Learn how to cook and clean. Your skill got you. Your skill got you, mamas. Like I feel like even the law. If you ever come into it with the policeman, Mrs. Officer, if you ever get into any of them, if you know your law, they can't play with you like you stupid. Because you know your law. You know your stuff. You be on your Zoom, you know? Like as long as you on your Zoom, just teach yourself something. And even if you don't teach yourself something, take that cooking class. You could take that nail class. TikTok University, though, when it comes to free, TikTok University is going to be a restaurant. I don't know how I'm going to edit this video because I'm still on my Zoom. That call hasn't ended yet. But TikTok University is literally how I'm teaching myself. It's literally people online that know something, they put it online, and now they're teaching other people, and they get paid for it. You should start a YouTube too. Pick up your phone and start a YouTube too. I'm trying to tell you. But at any point in your life, you could be teaching yourself some skills. And I just feel like it's very, 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 very important to teach an entrepreneur. You know so much you can run a whole business, and you don't always need college. And I'm not bugging on nobody that don't need college. I'm not trying to steal that and say, discourage anybody that's already going to college. But it's just the fact that you can do it without, because you can teach yourself. You can open up a book and teach yourself, They always say to put it in a book if you don't want a back person to know it. That makes me pick up a book. Because what y'all don't want me to know. Let me say this. One more thing before I go to number 3. Like something so small that literally is not small at all. But knowing how to take care of a kid and like soothe a baby. My husband did not know how to put on a diaper. You know how important it is to know how to put on a baby diaper? And if people play with you because you a daycare teacher or you just a mom, like I'm a stay-at-home mom, I wish somebody would say I'm just a stay-at-home mom. Nothing about this is just. You come do this. Exactly. Taking care of kids is also a skill that some people just don't have. And if you have that skill, there's no just. You got this. You got something somebody literally does not do. You got something that somebody literally pays somebody else to do. I'm not paying nobody to take care of my son. Yeah, I'm saying like right now, I'm actively not paying anybody to take care of my son because I can take care of my son. So if you a stay-at-home mom too, that is, people be trying to knock that, but it's just because they don't got it. Okay? Somewhere I said something about number 3. Sorry, I'm on number 4. Now this one is important. This is also another way how you remember to love yourself and to put yourself first. But number 4 is protecting your peace. It's very, very hard for old Amila. It was very, very, very hard for old Amila. That's not me no more. I am not her. It was her. Old Amila could not put up any boundaries between any like loved one to save her life until it almost took. I'm just kidding. But like I couldn't set any boundaries that actively needed to be put up, even if my life depended on it. So then I had a kid. Now I don't play about my son. Now there's I'm all that negative rah. And I don't need anybody in my ear downplaying the fact that God is God, like in my ear though. I'm not taking that. God is my peace. And that's how I respect my peace. Somebody just said they see me through the window. It's my husband somewhere. Protecting your peace is so important because there will be people around you especially when you are someone that has goals and you don't play about yourself. There's going to be people around you. And I was just having this conversation with someone. She was saying that sometimes they might not even know that they're like knocking you because it's their norm. Don't let that be your norm. Be different. Do not let that be your norm. It's 2026 and things are already hard. Stop saying negative stuff. Start looking in the mirror and saying positive stuff. Stop hanging around negative people. Start having friends that pour into you. And someone was just saying all blood ain't good blood. Family members will be just as bad as an enemy. You do not have to let anyone, just because they are your family, deteriorate from your personality and who you are and what you want to be. At some point, me and you was cool and you served your purpose in life, and now I'm on to a new chapter because who you are and stayed, I'm not on that path no more. I'm not on the path no more. That's all I gotta say about that. Your peace by all means. This is your life. Sorry. You have one life, right? You have one life. And your decisions are your decisions. No one else knows what's going on up in here. Even if you are able to say it in words, other people cannot fathom what you actually mentally go through. So what you go through and what you know, what's best for you, focus on just you. You know what is best for you. Do not let anyone interfere with the goals that you have aligned for yourself, because the best way I can put it is don't let anyone come in between you if they have a life that you don't want to live. I'm not saying people that are successful in life, everybody's definition is different. But I'm not saying that someone that is successful can't also be like negative and be someone that you don't want to be around. But I'm saying especially don't take it from someone that you literally don't want to be like at all. Now that is a hard topic. That is a heavy topic because sometimes families involved, close friends are involved. You might think you with your high school sweetheart. You might be your baby daddy. Like, I don't know. It could be your grandma. I don't know who exactly it is for you, but I do know that the title of someone, and sometimes you have to learn it the hard way. But don't let people hurt you. No one that loves you is intentionally going to hurt you and go against things that you want. Because no one that loves you is intentionally ever going to hurt you. And even if it's not intentional, if they truly, 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 truly put what they thought was best for you first, then it would not be a problem for you either. Because then that means y'all both are picking, you. Be with people that pick you. Especially if that's the type of person you are by heart. I don't want to be around nobody. Like, okay, like when it comes to gifts, I'm like a gift giver. And this might be a little biased just because I've actually like been through some of the experiences, but I'm not about to keep buying anybody gifts when it's not even halfway the same and it's just one-sided, you know? So it's like, why would you pour into someone that just, I can't really explain that one too good. Just don't let nobody play with you. I don't know. And people really be trying to play with you. Don't let nobody play with you. So I'm gonna just end that right there because I could keep going on. I could keep going on about number 4, and that might have to be a whole nother video on how to protect your boundaries and put yourself first when it comes to literally anyone. You know, there's literally healthy boundaries, but okay. Last but not least, tip number 5: building a life that is not just for the moment. And yes, YOLO. That's why you can't just live just for the moment, because you only got this one life. Me and my husband right now, so for example, me and my husband right now, we're working really hard and locked in right now, so next year we can start a business. That's what we got to do. We have a son. We have a son. We have a son. Like, this kid is not a joke. And like, I want to be different, and I'm breaking generational curses. My son does and will have a college fund to help him go to college. And then it's going to be such a helpful step for him. He's going to, and I'm always going to tell my kids, this is what my mom always told me, to be better than her. So I'm always going to tell my kids to be better than me or as good, because I'm trying to be the best. My son will know how to take care of his kids because of his mom, you know? So it's like, I am teaching myself and I'm getting into better routines because I have a son. So that means generation after generation after generation after generation, it's going to happen, and it all starts from somewhere. I want to be a good start from somewhere. You know how, like, when you see people with bad habits, or if you got a bad habit and you look back at like your mom or your grandma, older sisters, something like that, and it's kind of like a disease y'all contain. Everybody got this going on because it all started from somewhere. And I'm not feeding my son with a silver spoon, no. But parents, good parents, set their kids up for good success. Again, that's another hard topic. My son has a college fund, and then he'll have kids, and he'll want to give his kids that same exact thing. And if he doesn't, he got something coming, okay? Because I'm working hard for my grandkids. I'm working hard for my son so he could work hard for his kids and know how to do that because he got good parents. But like, even something smaller than that, I'm going big though. But even something smaller than that, because I started small. Setting up a routine could influence your future, so it could be if you work out, or if you eat healthy, or if you're close with God, or if you did teach yourself that skill and it's something that you could work for. Because of the things, like whatever you consume in your 20s, I feel like kind of makes your older life. But that's just me. That's just my opinion on it. I don't think I could be a drug addict right now and my son be a good man. Even if I were to recover and then get back on my walk with Christ and go back closer to God, I feel like if I become a drug addict, it's now in my son's blood. I cannot walk away from that because it's forever going to be in my son's blood. And it's like, I feel like he's going to have to fight against his mind because it's in his blood, because his mama. Like, I hope that makes sense to somebody. But a routine matters, and it could just be anything. And just building something in your 20s, even if you are starting small, literally let it be anything that you want to be able to either see grow or look back to and appreciate that you appreciate your younger self that you did it. Like, whatever comes to your head and you feel like you want to do it so it could grow, you should do it. I'm going to continue working hard for my son so he can look back at his mom and his dad and know the type of man he needs to be and know the type of woman he needs to be with. I don't know nobody in a good marriage. I didn't come from a family like that. My son is never going to say he's never going to say that. He's never going to say that. And I feel like that really, really, really influences in a good way. I feel like that influences your kid's character. My son is going to have some bad karma. And I know God is going to have a long talk with him. If he has a woman, if he has me as an influence, and then he walks around and starts beating women, so that's not adding up, because that's not how your parents raised you to be. I don't know who you were around or what demon got into your head for you to think like something like that was okay, but that's just not gonna be where you're coming from, you know? Like I'll never, ever, 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 ever put out. I don't want to put out any type of fruit that I cannot bear. And I'm literally looking into the future, the near future, and the present when it comes to all of those type of things. And it could be multiple things. So yes, closing off on number 5. Even people think doing nails is something small. If you were to do nails outside of your house and it still ends up being a passion for yours, or if you don't know how to do nails yet, but one day you want to open a nail salon, you set up those goals so you can have your nail salon when they grow. For real. Because then like just don't think small when it comes to your life. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something. I feel like you can do it. So I feel like we all can do it. If you put your mind to it and you teach yourself something or you go to school for something, just don't give up. Just don't give up and put God first. So thank you guys so much for sitting here and chatting with me. And I really, really, really hope I encouraged at least one person. And again, I'm not a pro at anything. I am just here to influence you guys, kind of say some things that a lot of people don't want to say, but they probably needed to be said, if you know what I mean. But literally, I do really hope that I at least helped one person. And remember, I was saying there's like 30 things I could talk about. Yes, there's like 30 things that I could talk about, but these 5 were my top 5. I'm still currently working on them, and I have to make sure I remember them every day because they're also very new to me. I'm only 20. You're 20? I'm only 20. And just those 5 things have just helped me survive every day, if that makes sense. Thank you for watching. I feel like I was saying something. I cannot remember what I was saying, but just remember not to compare yourself to anyone. Do what you want to do and don't let anybody stop you. And then more importantly, put God first. Please. I'm going to pray here for everybody watching. Okay. I'm going to end the video here, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe. It feels so weird to say. Like I'm begging. And like I need it. I need to subscribe. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. And if not, I need to go to bed. I need to get ready for I love you. Good night.